I'm telling you.
What are some of the memories that was running through your mind?
You see, I had my own personal encounter with that Lumba way back when, somewhere around 1998.
Yeah.
So you can imagine. I had just started my musical stuff, and I met him at Trust Towers. One of the days, I visited my label, my CEO, and he told me Lumba was coming, and how I wanted to meet Lumba. Can imagine. So I waited for him for a very long time. So
Yeah.
just when I was about leaving, I bumped into Lumba downstairs. And guess what? I almost fainted.
Really?
Yes, I almost fainted. I had to put myself together to be able to talk to him.
Yeah.
And once he said, Tic Tac, right? And I said, yes, sir. And then he was like, come on, give me a hug. And then he gave me a big hug. And he was like, I like what you've done, what you've been able to do with your, with at that time I just recorded with Aziza and all of that, and I think you'll be a very good candidate. I would like you to do something with me as well. And I said, look, it's an honor. He said, go and bring your passport. Do you have a passport? I said, yes. He said, we're going to go to Germany and we're going to record.
Wow.
And that was one of the nicest things I ever heard, like in the beginning of my career.
Wow.
And so when I went home, I told my whole family, guess what? My family was influenced by that Lumba. Not, I don't want to use is influenced by that Lumba. That Lumba made my home what it is today, musically. I mean, there are a lot of great musical artists, but that Lumba stood out. And I'll tell you for a matter of fact, his death is something that I still don't want to believe, because I mean, even I'm here today, but I still don't want to believe that that Lumba is gone. I don't feel like that Lumba is gone, but it is what it is. And if I tell you that that Lumba, and I don't want to say this, but maybe I have to just say it, that Lumba was like Jesus to me, musically, and nothing can change that. And so to hear that he's no more is a big blow.
Sure. Now, what is one advice you'd give to creators out there, other musicians out there, on how they could? I mean, when you look at his life, he's one of the longest, legendary high life musicians. What is one attribute about him that Ghanaian musicians could learn and make sure that they live such a good life that at the end of the day, when they're no more, they get people to also talk about them in such a way?
Well, we have to do a lot as musicians. I per se, I'll try my best to keep his legacy alive. I mean, Daddy Lumba never dies. I think that Lumba is something, as somebody that we cannot. You can't exchange that Lumba for anything, and so we can only keep his legacy alive, and hope that years to come, everybody will know about that Lumba, just like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and beyond. So musically, he has really inspired so many generations, and
Sure.
that you cannot joke with.
Sure.
And so we are not going to joke with that. It's something we are really going to hold up high, and pray that we can make something better happen with his name. Because
Okay.
I per se, I'm not going to joke with that Lumba's name, and I've never joked with his name. So imagine that now that he's no more to continue, it is our responsibility to make sure that the legacy keeps growing and from generation to generation.
Sure. Before I leave you, your favorite song of that Lumba?
Teresa.
Oh, okay. a line.
Teresa Bebrese, Teresa, Obioni what is say tanan, make my beat crack on.
Wow. Anyways, thank you so much. But any upcoming project that you have?
Oh, sure. Yes, I'm going to be dropping a new album soon. It's been a while, and I just had a notification from my Spotify that a lot of people miss me and misses me, and I need to drop a song. So even Spotify is saying that it means that
you need to come back out.
It means that the people misses you. So we're hoping to drop a new album before December, and we're gonna have a leading song coming out to drive the album. Yes, sure.